Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the weekly grind with Mr. Chivalry. So we're going to be working on our Master Chief Collection weekly challenges that we do every week, trying to, 100% all these different seasons. And it's also a mix of just chatting, so if you have any questions, make sure you throw them in the chat. And I'll be sure to talk about it and answer it. So let's get started here. All right. So like I said, we're going to be going for these gold weeklies, specifically the gold ones. Let's see. Win social, win competitive, complete matchmade games as the top 3. That shouldn't be too bad. Earn multi-kill medals. Okay. Objective medals. And we're doing reach or CE. Oof. It's always my least favorite. And then PvE, we've got reach and CE. Sounds about right. Okay, well, like usual, we're going to start it off with some SWAT. And since I don't like reach SWAT, we're just going to put on the ones that I do like. Go for those wins, go for the top 3, go for the multi-kill, stuff like that. If you're new to the channel, you'll notice this is my first time with a face cam going on. I keep thinking it's down here. This is where my laptop is, but I've got the camera right there because I don't want you to be staring into my nostrils too much. This is also my first time using my new microphone that I got. It's the Razer Siren X. So, yeah, let me know in the chat if anything is sounding weird or looks weird, or if you want me to turn the camera off because you think I'm ugly, or whatever, really. I also tried to get my capture card working. If you are on my Twitter, you might have seen that I plugged it into my Series X. I have an HDMI 2.1, another HDMI 2.1, USB 3.0. But unfortunately, the capture card seems to max out pretty early on because I went to my 4K settings on my TV through the Xbox and it was like, nah, fam, you can't do any of this. So I decided to do the remote play option instead. So I do apologize if anything, is laggy or anything like that. But this is the best I could do because I really wanted to try out using the face cam, really wanted to try out using my new microphone. And when I'm streaming straight from the console, it doesn't really seem to let me do that. Is this gonna find anybody? Nobody playing SWAT right now? Here, let's even put on... I don't think anyone's playing this right now. This is sad. Connecting session, there we go. Well, while we wait for the session to connect, I can talk a little bit about... I explained last time, but I don't expect everyone to watch each episode, so... This stream is going to be a weekly stream that I do that, I wanted to figure out what's something I could do every single week, right? And what's something I'm already doing every single week, which is working on Master Chief Collection. So I figured, why not stream it? And you can even use it as an opportunity to, people get to know me better. Last week I talked about my wife and I having our wedding during the COVID-19 lockdown and all this stuff, and being a new dad and raising a kid. So yeah, if you have any questions for me, just let me know in the chat. We can talk about it. Oh boy, he got me. I actually do not like this map for SWAT. It's very scary. There's no cover. Are you kidding me? There we go. So yeah, right now, the challenges we're going for, we want to win this social game. And we want to get some multi-kill medals if we can. That's going to be kind of hard on this big of a map, but definitely want to be top 3 and we want to win. That's kind of our goal right now. And I've noticed that top 3 doesn't count like overall top 3. Your team needs to win in order to be considered the top. So it's actually not too hard since most of these are 4v4. You basically just need to win and not be like the very bottom. No! Oh, come on. Whoa. Okay. I disagree with that a little bit. But yeah, this episode might be a little bit of a shortened episode. I'm watching my daughter today. She's currently asleep. You guys know I'm a new dad, proud new dad. But yeah, she's taking a little snooze right now. And obviously she comes first over everything, so if she decides to wake up or starts getting fussy, that'll be the end of the stream, and maybe we'll just have a mini episode this week. There we go, there's a multi-kill. So yeah, that's just kind of how it is. I talked to you a little bit last week about, you know, trying to figure out a stream schedule is so hard because I'm a new husband, new dad, new homeowner. I have 2 jobs. Both of them are work from home jobs. So finding that time and trying to make a sort of consistent schedule is very hard. So that's why I'm kind of coupling this live stream in with something I'm already doing every week, which is working on this game. So yeah, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, I'm going live 3 days a week and all this stuff. There's no way I was going to make that work. I just wanted to figure out what's one day a week that I can... Oh my goodness, I'm doing horrible. That I can work on something, you know, and make it a consistent schedule that hopefully people start to tune into. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on today. In terms of this past week, not a whole lot to report, really. Went to the Children's Museum with my daughter for the first time. She turns 9 months today, actually. If you're watching this live on Wednesday, she just turned 9 months old. So very proud of her and excited. There we go. There's our first challenge complete. Podium finish, top 3. I am in pain. Make sure my mic is muted. Yep. Yeah, so we went to the Children's Museum with some family friends. And that was just a whole lot of fun. It was funny that it was my daughter's first time going to the Children's Museum. It was also one of my wife's best friend's husband's first time going. So that was kind of fun. It was like, oh, Asa and the baby haven't been. It's gonna be a fun time. So that was cool. But unfortunately, the dinosaur exhibit was like they're making updates to the dino sphere, so we didn't get to see like the dinosaurs, which kind of was a bummer. But that's okay. Oh, recon SWAT, man, I'm not a fan of recon SWAT. I love the ODST pistol, but I don't know what it is about this game type. I just really am not a fan. So. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this share now because you can actually see like what's going on the page. Previously, if I were to open the guide, it would just show that like Twitch waiting screen sort of. But now you can actually see me get achievements and stuff like that. So that's exciting for me because I am a big achievement guy. I've got 357 achievements in this game, which is quite a lot, honestly. Considering I just started playing this game in 2019, that's pretty good, I think. I know some people that have played this game since launch in 2014 don't have nearly that amount. So, yeah, I'm excited to start having more quality stream for everybody that does tune in. Oh, golly.
Gain the lead.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this pistol, but it doesn't feel the same to me. Like, I love it in ODST, and it's the same engine. Man, we're getting destroyed. It's the same engine, but... Oh, there's only 3 of us. Okay. Typically, I wouldn't be mad if I had less people on my team, but Recon Squad's a different story, honestly. I don't feel comfortable having less people. Oh, my goodness. This is gonna not be a fun game. Oh my gosh. There we go. There's a multi-kill. Yeah, thankfully we got the podium finish last game because there's no way of getting at this game. No way I'm going up those stairs. They have such an advantage. Oh my goodness. Did Oh My Godly leave? Is it really 4v2 right now? Okay, at least one of their guys is AFK, but still. It's also nice you get to have this face cam because now you get to see into my world a little bit here. It is currently like 12 degrees outside where I live, and this morning it was 0 degrees, and I am wearing shorts, and I wear shorts all year long if possible. I have like a pair of sweatpants by the door just for when I need to take my dog outside. I can wear those. But yeah, I am not a fan of pants. I will wear shorts even when there's snow on the ground. I'll be wearing shorts. So kind of a look into my insanity. Oh. Oh man, okay. We're not doing too bad, honestly. Oh. As long as we keep trading like 1 for 1, I think this actually could be okay.
Double kill. Triple kill. Gain the lead.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, man, I was going for that overkill. That's okay. We actually gained the lead for a second there. So this is kind of something that I've talked about on my MCC live stream that I did when I was trying to get my 1.0 KDE. Is just that, you know, it's not actually a disadvantage to have less people on your team. Actually, it's kind of more of a disadvantage for the other team, because if they're going to do like a squad wipe for us, they're only getting 2 points. And then they have to wait for us to respawn.
Double kill.
But if we're going to squad wipe them, especially in a game like SWAT where it's a one-shot quick kill. See, like he just squad wiped us, plus 2 points for their team. But if I squad wipe them, that's 4 points. So we can make double the amount of points per life than they can. And there's 4 of them. So if I only get 2 of them, the same amount if they were to kill all of us, then they start respawning, and then I can still go out and get the other 2, and they start respawning. Like, respawn time plus, you know, kills per life really come into play. Oh, man. But yeah, let's see. What else went on this week for me? Oh no. The wife and I have been working on our kitchen. We've been trying to get the kitchen all redone. And she's been, like, amazing with that. She's done... I'm not even gonna, like, lie. She's done a lot of the work. She's done a lot of the painting of the cabinets is what we've done so far. So, very, like, thankful for her and proud of her for really stepping it up and doing all that stuff. Once we start painting the walls, I think I'm going to take a lot more, like, responsibility of the makeover. But we had this contractor come out and give us a quote for, like, getting new countertops, getting new floors. And so we emailed him back, and we're going to be have him work on new countertops first. So yeah, getting actually a lot closer to being done with the cabinets. We started working on that when my wife was on the rest of her leave, because she got, like, wow. She got a lot of time off for having the baby, and she was able to split it up. So she actually took the rest of her maternity leave, like, during the holidays, which was really nice. That's when we went to Disney World. I see you. No. That's when we went to Disney World. That's when we went to, you know, just a lot of holiday stuff, which was really nice that she was off. There we go. There's the triple. And we started the kitchen makeover then. And she's always so ambitious. I love her so much. She's so cute. But she's so ambitious, like, thinks that we're going to be able to get the whole thing done during the 6 weeks with a new baby, you know, with me still working. So she was sad that we didn't get it all done during her time off, but still, I mean, we got a lot done, and it's getting really close to finish now. Like, we're almost done with the actual cupboards themselves, and we're like halfway done with the doors, but we're just out of space on the drying rack in the garage. So, oh boy, no. I mean, I've got 27 kills. Like, this isn't, you know, too shabby at all. We're gonna lose, but still, I will not be the last death. I'll tell you that much.
Double kill.
And we're getting close to that multi-thrill challenge too, so that's nice. Hey, come on. 3 kills, 3 kills. No! No! Hey, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good turnout, though. 47, I had 30 kills. That's kind of goes to my point. Like, I honestly feel like, because we had 3 people at the beginning of the game, I honestly feel like if we only had 2 from the start, me and that guy could have done a lot of work. But yeah, like I said, +6, not bad. I didn't really start playing this game until 2019, and there I have my reasons for that. I talked about them last time. I am a huge Halo fan, so that's kind of been my goal this console gen is, let's get back into Halo. Let's rekindle that love that we had. So I've been focusing real hard on it. It's now my number 2 played game of all time in terms of hours played. So, as you can see, I've been working on it. Excuse me. Let's see where we are with it. Whoops. But yeah, I have been working on this game quite frequently. Not to say I haven't been playing Infinite. I definitely have been playing Infinite. I'm a huge, huge fan of Infinite. But I feel like I'm finally at that point now where I can focus on other games too, which is nice. Damn, there we go. Multi-throw done. Just got a triple. Oh, come on. But yeah, Infinite, I think I'm a big fan of Infinite. I know there's a lot of negativity going around about Infinite, but it feels like that's how every game is these days, where... Oh man, come on. I feel like every game these days, everyone gets mad about the smallest thing. Even if it's like a valid point, they just blow it up into this huge, like, soapbox where, 343's like stripping me of my rights, and I mean, they're not actually saying that. I'm just saying that's how people act, which is what's so annoying to me. So yeah, I'm loving Infinite. It's one of my favorite Halo games. It's one of my favorite games. Wow, that was unfortunate that guy spawned there. Sorry about you. It's definitely one of my favorite Halo games. I think it's my number 3, like including every single Halo game released. It's my number 3, and I think it could eventually get up to surpass Halo 3 as my number 2. So, but yeah, I beat the game on normal, right? And then I did my easy speed run under 4 hours to try and get that under 8 hours achievement. And I've 100% the battle pass. I'm level 100 in season 1 battle pass. I 100% the holiday event. Rank 10 in the holiday event, rank 10 in the cyber showdown. I'm ranked 17 in Tenrai, which I think is the max rank. So, oh man. So I've been obsessed with it, and I do love it. It's just nice to be able to play in other games. Like I've really been focusing hard on God of War on my PS4 because man, I need to focus up a little bit here. Where am I by 10? But I've been an Xbox guy, I won't say my whole life, but at least, a decade at this point. Actually, probably longer. Wow. I grew up on Nintendo. I had a Game Boy Color growing up, and my dad got us the N64 when my little brother was born in 1999. Oh, I disagree. So I was a Nintendo kid, but 2006 my dad got us the 360, and that's kind of what solidified my love for the Xbox ecosystem. He got us Halo 1, Call of Duty 2, and Guitar Hero 2, which it's crazy to think that those games are now all Xbox first party with the Activision Blizzard acquisition. Like, these games that kind of solidified my love for the ecosystem are now officially like a part of the ecosystem. I think that's kind of cool. So, but that kind of solidified my love for Xbox. And even in high school, I was that, console warrior, douchebag or whatever. But I think starting my Twitter account a year ago, really the point of it was to stop being like that, because I pre-ordered the Series X, and first time I've ever been able to pre-order a console day one, pay with it for my with my own money, and I was ecstatic. But I was almost more ecstatic. I went 21-9. It's pretty good. I was almost more ecstatic that I talked to my buddy Justin, and he was pre-ordering the PS5, right? And we came up with this. He calls it the greatest trade deal of all time, and I agree with him. That I traded my base Xbox One. I had an Xbox One and an Xbox One X, right? I had the One X in the living room, the One was in our bedroom. So I traded him my base Xbox One for his PS4 Slim, because, we were both getting the next gen console, and then we traded last gen consoles for the other platform. So I got a PS4 like 2 weeks after I got my Series X, and it just was such a game changer. I had never owned a PlayStation in my life. I never even played a PlayStation in my life. I mean, I feel like it's very common that people say, oh, I went over to my friend's house and he had a PS2 and we played, I couldn't even tell you what games were on PS2. Ratchet and Clank, I assume. So it was a huge game changer. So it really kind of solidified my being a multi-platform player, being a multi-platform owner, and being anti-console war, which I am anti-console war. I think being neutral is kind of a mindset. You can have your preference, but it's more about the way that you treat people that use something that you don't use. That's kind of, I think, the sticking point for me. Is like, yeah, obviously you can love Xbox or you can love PlayStation, but if you start talking shit about somebody because they like Xbox or because they like PlayStation, it's like, what, are you 14 still? Like, why are you acting like that? Like, just because you bought one piece of plastic doesn't make you better than them, right? So that was nice to kind of solidify my feelings on that and be like, I do own all the consoles now. I don't have a PS5, but, I've got years of exclusives to catch up on. So it's not a huge deal for me. I do want a PS5 eventually, but it's not like a necessity at this point. So, let's see you. Oh, you got me over there. So yeah, start of this year, I kind of refocused my efforts on playing those PS4 exclusives. So I've been really, really enjoying God of War. I think I took a little bit of a break because of Halo Infinite. I didn't really play any PlayStation like the last 3 months of last year. But last year I played Ratchet and Clank from 2016. I played Spider-Man 2018 Game of the Year edition, which is basically the reason I wanted a PS4, because I'm a huge Spider-Man guy in general. But that was just, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I really love Spider-Man. So I played that, and then I played Spider-Man, and then I played Uncharted 1, which, I mean, like I said, I've never played any of the games before. So really enjoyed Uncharted 1. And after that, I kind of took a break from the exclusives. I played some Battlefront 2. And excuse me. played some Battlefront 2 because that's one of my favorite games of all time. I 100%ed it on Xbox, and then I bought it again on PS4. So I kind of was just like taking a small break from exclusives and playing a game I loved. And then Halo Infinite came out, and it was like all Xbox. That's all I played. So took an effort. I'm taking an effort this year to really refocus on being multi-platform, multi-console owner, not being, you know, an Xbot, as they say on Twitter, and really experiencing these games that I've missed out on. So I had 3 months there where I kept saying on Twitter, yeah, God of War's next, God of War's next, and everyone's like, play God of War, and then it's like, you know, I'm playing Halo, and that's my love. I love Halo. But now, and then it got to the point where I was like, at this point, I don't want to start God of War like this in the middle of December or whatever. So I pushed it off to January 1st, and that's when I started playing God of War. So it's an amazing game so far. Obviously, no spoilers, please. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying my time with it so far. It quickly moved to my number 2 slot already, and I'm like not even that far. So yeah. And I also played Fall Guys. That was actually my first game I played on PS4 was Fall Guys, because I was watching all these Twitch streamers play it, and I was getting like so jealous that I couldn't play it because I don't have like a gaming PC. I have a laptop that kind of barely functions for work, or from like editing my videos and stuff. Okay. So, Fall Guys was the first thing I bought on PS4. Don't just camp here, dude. And I also played Concrete Genie. It was one of those free PS Plus games. And I don't have PSVR, which I think that game is like compatible with PSVR. So I've just been playing it with the little touchpad, which I love the DualShock 4 controller, honestly. I was kind of worried that I wouldn't. Just being an Xbox guy my whole life, I thought I was going to hate it. And I know people always complain about the parallel sticks, but I love it. I think it's like my second favorite controller of all time, next to the Series X and the GameCube controller.
5 kills to win.
Come on, guys. I just need another win so I can move on to something else here. No! So yeah, that's kind of just what I've been up to recently. Children Museum. My wife's... Hey, we won! And my wife's been painting. We've been getting the kitchen all done. And then just working on God of War, working on my Infinite weeklies, even though I'm done with the Battle Pass. There we go, friendly fire. And yeah, that's pretty much been it. +7. Not too shabby. Alright, we got our 3 wins, we got our podium finish, and we got our multi-kills. So let's see what else we need to do. Competitive, objective, and reach and CE. Sniper. Flag and bomb. Alright, let's work on objective and reach and CE. So we'll do reach, CE, and we'll do flag and bomb. Seems about right. It's so bizarre. It says press A to connect, but I don't know what other controller I have attached. So that's interesting. I'm also using Streamlabs for the first time, so I'm trying to figure out all the different little things I can do. Like, I'm not even sure. I mean, no one's typed in the chat yet, which is totally fine. This is going to be available on YouTube at the end of this week, so no biggie. But I'm trying to see, like, is there a way to get the chat to show up? Like on the stream itself, so
Capture the flag.
oh boy.
Blue team has the flag.
Well, I had it.
Red team, flag return. Blue team has the flag. Red team, flag return. Blue team has the flag. Red team, flag return.
Oh man. I'm gonna type something and see if it shows up on the... Hi everyone. No, I guess I would need to add it as like a stream element or something. Whoa.
Blue team has the flag. Red team, flag return.
Yeah, big shout out to Womp and Waluigi for telling me about Streamlabs and sending me a video to get everything set up. I still haven't done everything that I wanted to do in terms of setup because I was trying to figure out the whole capture card and like remote play stuff. So, but yeah, big shout out to him. Make sure you go follow him on Twitch and on Twitter. And if you are watching this on YouTube after the fact, I'll have his info in the description. So, yeah, make sure you hang out. Oh, no. He plays a lot of Dead by Daylight. I know he just played some Fortnite, some Stardew Valley. So, he's just a fun little thing to watch.
Red team, flag return.
Oh, no. Golly, CE's multiplayer is a whole different beast from like any other Halo. It's kind of insane. Wow.
Red team has the flag.
Oh man.
Red team, score. Red team has the flag. Blue team.
There's one objective medal. These objective results is always like my least favorite weekly to get done, to be honest. Oh my goodness.
Red team.
Hey.
Blue team. Flag return.
There's just so many things you think would be an objective medal that aren't. Like returning a flag, or like Halo 3 has like no King of the Hill medals. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like in this one, I'm pretty sure the only way to get an objective medal in this is
Blue team
like
has the
to
flag.
kill the guy holding the flag, the flag carrier. That's it. So
Red team. Flag return.
jeez.
Red team has the flag.
They've got the flag.
Red team score.
But yeah, I tried doing the remote play from upstairs,
Red team has the flag.
and it just was awful. The lag was horrible. The stream looked bad. I couldn't play it. Like I was trying to play from the remote stream. Like right now I'm doing the remote stream, but that's just so my PC can capture it for the stream. I'm using my television, obviously. That's what I'm looking up. So,
Red team score.
golly, they're just kicking our butts, aren't they? So, and also, I kind of like having, oh my gosh, I kind of like, you know, being on the, I don't play at my desk normally. You know, I know a lot of people do play at their desk because they're playing on PC or whatever,
Blue team
but
has the flag. Red team flag return. Blue team.
I think it is a little bit more
Blue team,
true to who I am to be sitting on my recliner,
Red team flag return.
and so I don't know. Hopefully you can appreciate how genuine that is. Maybe it's, I don't know if it's annoying to see me in my living room like this compared to most streamers are sitting at their desk. So I guess let me know in the chat what you think of that too.
Red team has the flag. Blue team has the flag.
Thanks. Yeah, this is easily my least favorite week. Each week is the CE and Reach week because CE's multiplayer
Flag
I
return.
don't find enjoyable.
Red team
Yeah.
score.
And Reach in general, I'm not a big Reach guy. I know everyone seems to love Reach. It's not my cup of tea. So I think let's go ahead and switch over to some PvE since I think this will definitely be an abbreviated episode of the weekly grind. Because I do need to get my daughter up a little bit from now so we can feed her. So yeah, let's go check out the exchange too. I know I said I want these season points here so I can work on my past seasons, but I also might just waste them all on the exchange. Just depends. Let's see. I already got this. And next week I've got Injured Romeo to buy. Ooh. Yeah, might as well. Reach and CE. That reminds me, a month ago when I had this challenge again for Reach and CE, maybe it was only 3 weeks ago, I forget how often these rotate through, but I basically 100% everything for CE in terms of like normal difficulty stuff. Like all I have left really is lasso and then the par time, par score stuff, so that's pretty cool. Let's see if there's any playlists we can do though. I do need to do another playlist because I think you have to do 4 playlists of each game. Ooh, I think I figured out how to do the chat box. So let's add that in real quick. Sweet. Now we'll test it. Hi, everyone. Sweet. Cool. Alright. Yeah, let's just do this. It's only normal difficulty, right? Yeah.
We're coming in too fast. Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last. Are you all right? Can you move? The others.
I'm actually reading the book right now, The Flood, which is like the official novelization of this game. It's very interesting. Some parts of it are like, especially for someone that's played the game like for the last 11 years, or even someone that's played it for the last 20 years, it's kind of funny. Like, it makes it seem like Chief is a complete idiot sometimes. It's like, oh, he looked around and looked around and couldn't find anything, and then he finally found this little alcove. It's like, you know, we all know where everything is. So... Oh my goodness. Let's check the other challenges really quick. Light infantry. Okay. Yep. Vehicle kills. Headshot as always every week. And UNSC. Okay. Not too shabby.
reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
Like, it makes me wonder, is this the, like, outpost from the book? I don't know if anyone's read the book or not, and if you're on YouTube, throw it in the comment section, but is this that outpost that they talk about in the book so much that they're, like, trying to fortify and all this stuff? I honestly don't know, so...
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship heading in! Over here! Look sharp! Covenant dropship on approach! I could use some help over here!
I'm coming. Yeah, in case you're just now tuning in and you've never played this game before, you don't understand what we're doing here. So, just saw that yellow little bar pop up. That's some progress I'm making towards a weekly. Every week the challenges reset in Master Chief Collection, and there are gold challenges and blue challenges. We're going for the gold challenges, but it wouldn't hurt to get some blue challenges, right? So the gold ones give you the season points. And the season points are how you unlock armor and nameplates and all this other stuff. I always forget that I have fall damage in this game. So yeah, each week I'm going for these gold challenges, and the blue ones don't hurt. We really want them gold ones. We want those season points so we can make some progress in our season rewards. We are on the final season of this game. This is what I'm talking about. Weekly PvE is what we're working on right now. I am in the final season of this game, which I can't check unless I'm in the main menu, I guess. So each season's got like 100 tiers that you can work through, and kind of similar to how Infinite's going to work. You can try to jump back in. Kind of how Infinite's going to work. You can work on any season at any time. So since I started this game so much later than most people, I started playing in 2019. I have a lot to catch up on, basically. So I 100% season 3, 100% season 5. 100% season 7, and I got all the seasonal challenges done for season 7. And now we're on season 8. It's the final season of MCC, and we're trying to catch up. I want 100% season 8 for sure. I've already finished the seasonal challenges for season 8. So we're just working on the weeklies now. Every single week, try and finish up the season 8 rewards, and then we're going to go back and we're going to try and get season 1, season 2, season 4, and season 6 done as well. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this weekly stream, because it just gives me an opportunity to talk to you guys live and, you know, talk about the weekly grind that is real life, but also this is something I'm going to be doing every week anyways, is trying to get these gold challenges done. So, weekly grind kind of has a double meaning. Because I am playing this game week in, week out, even with Infinite already out. So, last year I finished these campaigns. I was kind of playing them not like in release order or anything like that. I was playing them based on what the season challenge or the weekly challenge was that week. So like this week it's play missions in CE or Reach. So I would do like 4 or 5 missions in CE or Reach, and then the next week I would do 4 or 5 missions in Halo 2 or Halo 3 ODST, you know. So I was doing that every single week, and finally caught up and had beaten every game on normal. I'm getting real close to beating all the games on, or all the Spartan Ops missions on normal. That's what we did last week for the weekly grind. So every single week, just putting in that time, and one day we'll get there. And I'm not expecting to 100% this game, but I would like to 100% the season rewards, and you know, do the best I can. Really, here I need vehicle kills, so I'm taking over, buddy. Alright. Like, this section in the book is so funny, because I played this game so many times. I know exactly where, like, everything is. Like, even when you drive in here, you can see, even on the old graphics, there's lights right there. Like, you can see that that's a little hallway. But the way Master Chief finds it in the book is like, he looked forever, and then he finally found it. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed Fall of Reach more. I finished that up before Infinite came out. But it's nice to watch, you know, finally read the books, so either way. It's not too much of a chore to get through, and I know the books get really good, like after this first trilogy from Eric Nyland. I don't think he actually did The Flood, but he wrote Fall of Reach, and he wrote First Strike, so looking forward to finishing the first trilogy, and then moving on to the other books in the series. Oh my goodness, I almost fell off the edge there. Yeah, my reading schedule, or my reading habits really were affected big time by the COVID lockdown. Previous 2 years, I was reading like 150 comics and 5 novels or 7 novels.
There's new traffic on the Cubs.
And then, as soon as lockdown happened, I just completely stopped reading. Really doubled down on video games as my hobby. And then I made that Twitter, my gaming Twitter, because I just had so many thoughts and things to talk about when it came to video games, and my wife just doesn't care about that stuff really. Like, she supports me and she'll like listen, but I didn't want to annoy her nonstop, so that's why I made my gaming Twitter, was get my thoughts out there and hopefully bring some sort of positivity to the gaming space, because it just feels like there's so much negativity and console wars and just general stupidity when it comes to gaming. So
Survivors detected.
alright, let's save these guys. I don't know if this actually counts. Here, let's let him get a kill. Yeah, I'm like not getting any of these. I don't think. It only says I have 9 kills. Here, we'll check because I got a splatter. So, oh, okay, it did count. Okay, that's nice at least. I don't have to have this guy drive.
Contact! Coming to dropship, down there!
read you, Echo 419. We have survivors and need immediate dust-off.
Roger, Cortana. On my way. I've spotted additional lifeboats in your area. One near the cliff edge. And another near the head of the river. Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors. Acknowledged. We're on our way.
Whoops.
some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
Like, the book is so bizarre because, like, this whole section of going and getting the Marines, it lasts like 1 page. But then, like, him traveling through the tunnels and all that, it's like 4 pages or something. Like, it takes such small stuff and makes it so complicated and, like, puts so much more meaning behind why Chief is doing something. But then, like, the stuff that takes forever in the game, it's like, and then he, you know, picked up 3 groups of Marines. The end. It's just, it's interesting. It's an interesting book.
I'll call in a dropship to pick them up.
Okay, we got the ball guy on the gun now.
Stop. We need to stay here with the Marines until evac arrives.
Why?
Let's make sure there are no Covenant hiding in the area.
Echo
Oh my
496
goodness,
return.
one grunt.
Cameras on station, ready for another pickup.
Affirmative, Bowhammer.
Classic.
We're ready for dust off. Approach when ready.
You might see my rival and my little score there. It's Mikey, though. And Mikey, if you are watching, I appreciate you very much. You are one of my biggest fans. Comment on all my YouTube videos, and you're retweeting my tweets, so really, really, really appreciate you. I think the Josh Taylor found me because you retweeted one of my streams. It was my MCC 1.0 KD grind stream, so and now me and Josh are pretty close, and I like to watch his streams, so just want to say, if you're watching this, you're awesome. I appreciate you. You're a great follow on Twitter. You're just a great person all around, so yeah, I think the sort of voice that you bring to the community is such a positive, you know, celebration of games. I don't know how you find the time to play all these different games. You are constantly playing the new game out on Game Pass and all this, so but yeah, huge shout out to It's Mikey, though. Go follow them on Twitter, and yeah, they're just a really great follow. So thank you, Mikey. Gosh, this level always feels like interminable. My goodness.
before we leave.
I've called for an evac.
Roger that. Marines, assemble for evac. Pronto.
Such overkill for these grunts. I love it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Honestly, I did not know that it sticks to the wall like that.
That's the last of them.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
New traffic on the Covenant battlenet. I found Captain Keyes. He's being held on a Covenant cruiser. The Truth and Reconciliation.
Whoops.
Ship I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn. The Truth and Reconciliation touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upspin.
La Mama!
There's our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master Chief. Ready for dust off.
We should move out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your help on a rescue mission.
Alrighty. Well, I think we're gonna end it there. Cut it a little short today so I can go hang out with my daughter, wake her up, get her fed. So just thanks to everyone that tuned in. If you're watching on YouTube after the fact, thank you so much. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section and let me know, what you liked, if the sound was okay, if the video was okay, things that you want me to talk about in the future, questions for me, and I'll talk about pretty much anything. So give me a like, a subscribe, a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. All that stuff's gonna be in the description like it always is. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I really appreciate all of you, and hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week for another weekly grind episode. Thanks, everybody.